Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's Monday Memo, where I'd like to share a story about when I was walking on the floor the other day. I bumped into an ex-colleague of mine who happens now to be a senior manager at a global services contractor at one of my clients. He mentioned to me that he was responsible for delivering bottom line performance, and we got talking about, well, how does finance help you achieve that? And to my surprise, he's got absolutely no visible finance support. But then I had a bit more of a think about it, and so I started, then I started asking some questions. He didn't have an accounting providing him any reports. He had to set up his own processes to track invoices, cash in and out. He had no financial advice, no decision support. He even accessed SAP himself and pulled his own reports and transactions into Excel so he could figure out how to improve his bottom line and get towards target. Now, some of you, like maybe as I initially thought, it's like, well, would he really be that qualified to manage his finances of his own business unit, his multi-million business unit? But then if you think about it, the main aim of business is to make money. And like, there's plenty of people who aren't accountants or entrepreneurs that can do that. And if you think, many people have to manage their own personal finances and can do that as well. So, accounting and finance professionals, we don't have the monopoly on financial advice. Others of you might ask, with all those new ERP tools that are out there, business managers, business leaders, they can serve themselves with financial insights. Is there much of a need for finance and accountants to help them? They go serve themselves. And like historically, we've been fairly protective of the numbers, the financial information, and haven't really shared it probably as much as we should. And those new business intelligence technologies make it much easier for the businesses to get at the data. But if we totally concern ourselves or distract ourselves with such trends, we'll completely miss the point as to why we're accounting and finance professionals in the first place, and also overlook the fact that we've got a number of unique strengths that add a lot of value. I mean, if you think about it, our roles in the first place are to contribute valued insights to help our stakeholders reach better outcomes within their businesses, better numbers. And those strengths enable us to do that in ways that others can't replicate. And if you don't know where to start looking, or if you don't know where to start saying, what are my unique strengths? Well, look at your current responsibilities. Like, some of us might be using our knowledge and understanding of performance management environments to put in place good controls so we can manage the numbers better, understand risks, and drive the performance of the business. So that's one of our responsibilities, perhaps. And if you think about it, the finance team in general, we've access to a huge internal customer base, all the way from the board to executives, different department heads, managers, employees, customers, and even suppliers, people external to our organization, like other analysts. And that allows us to have excellent, unique data sources to generate pretty good valued insights. And unlike the senior manager I bumped into, who has perhaps a narrower focus of his own business unit, we have a broader view across the business, which allows us to understand the interconnectedness of how the value chains of things work together, so we can better appreciate revenue and cost drivers. And it's just on that sort of maybe last unique strength that I'd like to sort of go into an example where in my first ever job, I was in the mailroom. I was assigned to the mailroom of a large shared services accounts team. Now, I was scanning invoices into accounts payable, and I actually noticed that at one of the manufacturing plants where we were being invoiced with pallets, we weren't really getting those pallets fully credited. So I followed up with my line manager and spoke with the plant controller, and then I was promoted to process all the POs for that manufacturing site, and I ended up uncovering that there was £1 million at the time of opportunity to return pallets and get a credit note for them, just because I joined a few dots together because of that broader view. In fact, the more we realize that we have these unique strengths, we have these benefits to offer, and can nail those down, and then maybe better understand which ones of those are our partners, internal stakeholders, maybe underappreciate or don't fully recognize because we're maybe not using them to the fullest extent, then I think that's one way of leading with our unique strengths. And that's another reason why we created the Strength in Numbers show. We've plenty of examples out there across our profession of people leading to our unique strengths. but perhaps we're just not fully utilizing them, or we've just maybe forgotten that we've actually got them and can add value in that way. So that's why we've the guest mentors on the show, to maybe remind ourselves or even share some new ones we hadn't even thought about. They share their real stories, their hard-won lessons, and that way you get full understanding, or at least a chance to understand the strengths that we have, so you can develop the key qualities and strengths to remain relevant to your businesses, but also have fun, rewarding and successful careers in accounting and finance. Now, if you enjoyed this Monday Memo, please share it with others. Please check out our website, sitnshow.com. There you'll have the most up-to-date information on the latest podcasts, videos, blogs, plus high-quality show notes, so you can follow up on resources that'll help keep improving your skills and building on your strength in the numbers. This show is also going out as a podcast, so we're available on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud as well. And feel free to reach out to me at andrew@sitnshow.com to suggest topics you'd like to have covered, maybe guest mentors you'd like to have on the show, or even if you have experiences to share with others in our community, because at the end of the day, we'll only keep building on our strength in the numbers if we keep looking out for each other. So until next time, take care, and let's keep building our strength in the numbers.